Thank you, councillors, staff. Welcome to the July meeting of the Buloke Shire Council. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet this evening, and I pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. Thank you. Councillors, are there any apologies for this evening's meeting? Thank you. All in attendance. Councillors, confirmation of minutes of the previous meeting on the 9th of June. Do I have a mover for the acceptance of the minutes?
Happy to do that, Mr. Mayor.
Councillor Milne, thank you. Councillor Getley, a second. Thank you. Any councillor opposed? Carried. Thank you, councillors. Are there any requests for leave of absence?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, from the 22nd of July to the 2nd of August.
Thank you. Do we have a second? Is it allowed? No. Thank you, councillor. Anyone opposed? No. Enjoy. Yes. Councillors, are there any declarations of pecuniary and conflicts of interest for tonight's agenda? Councillor Milne.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have a conflict at 8.2.3 community grants.
Thank you. Councillor Getley.
Similar, Mr. Mayor, same agenda.
Community grants, very popular tonight.
8.2.3 community grants.
We have the trifecta. Thank you, Councillor Simpson. Thank you. No questions from the public. 7.1, correspondence initiated by council. The councillors, we have some correspondence that has been sent. Any comment about that stuff?
Through the Mayor, just two updates. One from Mr. Allen, who has referred the safety upgrade for the Buloke Shire rail crossing to Ms. Bencarrow, and an update on the 5-gauge station site from Kelly Pearson and Pete, highlighting that they are intending on progressing that.
Councillors, any comment on those responses at this stage?
No.
Thank you very much. So can I ask someone to move the correspondence be noted, please? Councillor Pollard moved. Councillor This seconded. Anyone opposed? Carried.
No.
Thank you, councillors. 7.2, letters of congratulations and recognition of achievement awards. Councillors, we have recognition letters here to acknowledge people that have done extremely well and been recognised by the Commonwealth of Australia on various particular things. So, Mrs. Joan Elizabeth Glenn, Order of a Australia Medal. Ms. Peter Louise Mary Credler, formerly of Witchyproof, again, Officer of the Order of Australia, and Mr. Dennis William Flett, former Donald resident, for being awarded a public service medal for his outstanding public service in water management. Councillors, are there any other letters that we should be acknowledging at this stage? I do have a few, actually. I was lucky to be invited, but unfortunately couldn't attend the $5 Brigade evening the other week, and at that evening they acknowledged Mr. Leo Allen for 60 years contribution to the $5 Brigade. Mr. Greg Godkin, 55 years service, again with Fire Brigade. Mr. Jerry Hayeswinkle, 55 years service with Fire Brigade, and Mr. Perce Evans, 55 years service to the Fire Brigade. Now I'd like to include those in our letters of congratulations at this stage, along those lines. Any others, councillors, consider? Okay, so we do have a recommendation that we acknowledge these letters of congratulations, councillors. Could I have a move in a second, please? Councillor Simpson to move. Councillor Plummer to second, thank you. Anyone opposed? Thank you, Councillor. It's worth noting, I think, and I've been doing a speaking circuit of late at either Lions clubs or Rotary clubs to emphasise to them that next month's census is very important, I suppose, for us, that we get the message out there to make sure that everyone ticks the volunteer box in our shire, so we can knock off West Wimbledon Shire in the volunteer space. It's important. It's good for our ego to be number one in the volunteering area. And I mean, when you look at this, I mean, I'm just looking at the fire brigade guys here at Donald. I mean, I'm sure we've got members of the fire brigades around the district here. Like 60 years service to a fire brigade is an incredible effort. 55 years. I mean, I'm sure Councillor Pollard and Bill and that, been heavily involved. It's a huge effort. I mean, to think, why did he get 60 years of marriage? So,
You're heading for it.
You're not old enough yet.
no, anyway, thank you, councillors, for that. And the 7.3 report of council assemblies. We have noted that the council assembly meetings held on the 2nd, 9th and 16th of June. Do I have a councillor to move those particular?
Mr. Mayor.
Move the seconder. Councillor, Mr. Seconders. Anyone opposed? Thank you, councillors. It's carried. 7.4 building permits monthly update. Mr. Rowe, Julie.
Thank you, Mayor, and through you to present the building permits that have been approved by councils, municipal building surveyor and private building surveyors as well for the previous month.
Councillors, any questions?
No.
Thank you, councillors. See, we're still the building sheds, which is always good. Becoming used to it tonight. Do I have a mover for the recommendation that we make the report to councillors? Councillor Python, move. Second.
Happy to second, Mr. Mayor.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, that's carried, councillors. 7.5, planning applications received. Mr. Roach.
Thank you, Mayor, and through you again, a procedural report highlighting the planning applications that have been processed through the planning office for the previous month.
Thank you. Any questions, councillors?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, if I can, through you. The third one on the list, 2 Campbell Street, Birchip, is the property that we had an interest, the Birchip community had an interest in a tree on that property that they spoke to us about some time ago or a month or so ago. Are we able to protect that tree at all in this process, in the planning application? Or were we able to?
Through the Mayor, so that planning application is still being considered, so I can certainly have a discussion with the planners so that they can consider the tree as being significant, so that it's protected.
We did have a story from, who was it?
Birchip Historical.
Yeah, Warren Donald, I think. Was it on the night? Where, no, but, well, it doesn't matter who it was from. It was in the fact that it was a very significant tree planted by one of the early settlers, early storekeepers or something in the town. So I'd just like to make sure that we can actually look to do something to protect that tree, and if we can't, that we can at least explain to them that we tried.
Yes.
And can I add that that tree is very close to a boundary fence? So it's not as though it's in the middle of the block.
Yep. Yeah. And it's a magnificent tree.
Yes. Through the Mayor, again, happy to follow up.
Yep.
Thank you, councillors.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. O'Toole.
Councillors, do we have someone to move the information contained in the report?
I'll move that we get the information.
Thank you, councillor. Do I have a second? Councillor Stewart, second there, thank you. Anyone opposed? No. Thank you, councillor. Duly noted. 8.2 management reports. 8.21, the council plan 2021 2025, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Pleased to present the Year 1 annual plan flowing out of the Council Plan 2021 and 2025. Obviously, at the last ordinary meeting, Council adopted the community vision and council plan for 4 years, and it is again the intention to develop annual plans for the 4 years of that council plan to ensure we are meeting the outcomes and priorities and strategies that are highlighted in that plan, and make sure that they are measurable and that we're accountable and able to report to the community against our achievements of the annual plan. There's a significant amount of work highlighted in this annual plan. In fact, these are the work plan of council and management and all staff flowing for the next 12 months. And you will see through this a key relationship between this document and the council plan and community vision. Council, I will just note a correction on the first priority around place-based construction, which had an April 21 date. That should in fact read September 22, which is in line with the funding agreement. So that is on page 20 of the agenda. Fourth one from the bottom. That's this. So, Mr. Mayor, we bring this to you for your consideration.
Any questions, councillors?
No questions.
No questions? You councillors, we have a recommendation that the council adopt the council plan 2021 to 2025, year 1 of the annual plan. Do I have a move? Councillor Stewart to move, Councillor Kemper to second. Anyone opposed? No. Thank you, councillors, and on the good ship. Buloke, we're away again for another 4 years. Thank you. 8.2.2, the Buloke Shire Council Plan, year 2017-2021, year 4 annual plan review. Mr. Judd.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Flowing from the previous report, this is the final reports against the Year 4 annual plan and the last annual plan flowing from the last council plan cycle. So it's, I should have noted in the last presentation that we do quarterly updates, and we will do for the next annual plan. So this is the form of the quarterly updates. It highlights the achievements for the year and where we have been able to successfully achieve the desired outcomes, and also commentary around where we have not been able to meet the deadlines. So, councillors, it's a pleasing report to present. A lot of good work completed. It highlights some areas where we have not quite hit the deadline or the time frame, but projects certainly in train. So some of those projects, the Sea Lake Tourism Hub completion and handover, which we know is scheduled in the next couple of months. The Witchy-proof library, which we've updated through the council along the way, and also the IT strategy, which sits with management in draft, but didn't quite hit the deadline. So a pleasing report to present to council, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Judd. Any questions, councillors?
Just a comment if I can, Mr. Mayor. Obviously, reading the report, there's a lot of work there completed, and it's just a note that to get through all that work, there's going to be a lot of cooperation with staff and contractors and things, and it's great to see that we're able to achieve that level and double it up for the next time round. So congratulations to all involved.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Pollard.
I'd just like to congratulate on all the staff for an exceedingly extremely great job in completing a lot of those things. And I'll be looking forward to the Mayor's response to the community when he delivers this to the community state.
Thank you. Tune in tomorrow morning, perhaps. Councillor, yeah. Note the progress made delivered the street objectives noted in the adopted Year 4 annual plan for the Buloke Council Plan 2017-2021. Do I have a move, please? Councillor Simpson, thank you. Moving. Councillor Mr. Second. Any objections, councillors? No. Thank you very much. That's carried. Thank you very much. 8.2.3 community grants and sponsorships. Now, I do know that we have to send some people
Out of the room.
out of the room. So We will do this as a block, as I believe if the three councillors leave the room, we'll still have a quorum to continue. So those councillors that raise their hand to say that they have a conflict, if they could leave the room now, please. No gossip.
Just to bring a cup of coffee.
You have lots of them. 8.2.3, community grants and sponsorship. Mrs. Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's my pleasure through you to present the community grants and sponsorship report. This is the first report for the new financial year, 2021-22. So we're back with the full pool, and it's great to be able to present these to you. There's 4 coming to you for recommendation for funding at this time around. 2 sponsorships, one for the Cheltenham Golf Club annual tournament, and one for some young people to participate in the Great Victoria Bike Ride during the North Central Lane, as well as a small capital equipment grant for the Cheltenham Progress Club, who are looking to install a television to enhance their meetings, and a project support grant towards the Washington Development Group, who are looking to put on a concert at the Washington Church. There are 4 comes to you for your consideration.
Councillors, any questions? Okay, councillors, we do have a recommendation that the council allocates the following funding under the community grants and sponsorship program. $1,000 small capital equipment grant for the Cheltenham Progress, 500 sponsorship Cheltenham Golf Club, $500 sponsorship North Central Lane, and 2,000 project support grant for the Washington Development Group. We'll have someone to move that recommendation. Councillor Hiss to move, Councillor Pollard to second. Thank you very much. Any opposition? Thank you, councillors. That's carried. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Rachel.
Well, certainly looks at.
Well, that, she's, there's no hail outside, just
No,
Not even any light.
reject. Thank you. 8.4, authorisation reports. The 8.41, 2021 local government community satisfaction survey results. Mr. Fitzgibbon.
Thank you, Mayor. Each year, the Community Satisfaction Survey is coordinated on behalf of all Victorian councils by the Department of Environment, Land, Water and Planning. The 2021 result demonstrates an overall performance index score of 62 for Buloke Shire Council and represents a 4-point improvement on the 2020 result, continuing a multi-year trend of improvement in 2016. It's our best overall result since 2012. This excellent result is due to each evaluated area having had an increase on the results from last year, with the exception of the recreational facilities, which maintained its very high score of 74. No area recorded a decrease in satisfaction. These overall results are 1 point above the state average and 2 points higher than Council's overall cohort. Council's best performing areas were our COVID-19 response, appearance of public areas and recreational facilities, whilst maintenance of unsealed roads and the condition of our sealed roads are again Council's lowest performing areas, with the footnote that both had significant gains. Council, tonight we bring you the results of the 2021 Local Government Community Satisfaction Survey.
Thank you, Mr. Fitzgibbon. Councillors, are there any questions or comments?
Just a comment, I think, through the chair, if I may.
You may.
This report, I think, is quite good from where we've come a couple of years ago to where we are now. I think that there is definitely more confidence in council. I think that's very important. But there are areas that we need to work on, which was evident in this report. And yeah, look forward to working on those issues where ratepayers perhaps think that we do fall a bit short of their expectations.
Councillor Bliss, Councillor Milne.
thank you, Mr. Mayor. Through you, one of the areas that I think was significant in the report, and especially with the big game, was customer service. it's a pretty easy area, I think, to be criticised in, and we have in the past, suffered, I suppose, for that. Great to see that we're now well up on that measure, and that the good work put in by the managers and the staff in that area has paid off enormously, and I said we've rewarded the probably one who had a fair bit to do with that with the permanent appointment, but that to me is a significant improvement in that we've lifted in that area, and that obviously reflects out in the community that they're getting the service that they're looking for. So congratulations.
Thanks, Paul. Any other councillors? Thank you, councillors. The recommendation. The council notes the results of the 2021 Local Government Community Satisfaction Survey. 2, considers the future actions in response to the results, and 3, publishes the results of the survey to the community. Do I have a movement, please, councillors? Councillor Fisk move. Do I have a second? Councillor Pollard, second. Is there any opposition? No. That's certainly carried, and I echo the words spoken by other councillors, and just I suppose to reiterate that when you have to report to the community about the actions that you have taken as council, it's always pleasing to see that you have something to refer to say that, well, the community is seen as doing our job effectively in an efficient manner for the betterment of the community. So that's always very pleasing. Thank you, councillors. Especially thank you to the staff for their efforts in that area. We've had probably 2 reports tonight that talk about the way forward. So they'll be interesting to see if those way forwards are reflected in next year's survey results. 8.5, reports from councillors. Councillors, I'll start with Councillor Gatley.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Apart from the briefings, meetings, etc., that we attended, also attended the Calgoa Development Group meeting and the First Nations meeting the other night. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Mill.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A couple of delegations and subcommittees. The housing subcommittee of the EDITAC has had a meeting and early in the month and put the incentive program that they've been working on up. That then went through to EDITAC on the 8th of this month to be endorsed to come to council at some stage. So EDITAC had been a long time having a meeting, given COVID and a whole lot of other things, but good to get back into that space again. Also, our first advisory group for the library meeting was held on the 1st of July, and when it was called, it wasn't realised, I don't think, that it was the middle of school holidays. So we had a low turnout, but there is going to be another one scheduled shortly, where we will still need to pick a chairperson for that group and work out where we're going. But some good figures coming forward in the library area, and some good results. So hopefully we'll keep going on that. And a Watch and Progress Association meeting last night.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Pollard.
Got nothing to report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Pollard. Councillor Simpson.
Apart from the council meetings and briefings and the Zoom meeting on Monday night, I haven't been able to attend any other meetings as they've clashed with my employment days.
Councillor Simpson. Councillor Miss.
So yeah, Mr. Mayor, unfortunately, there's been some clashes with working commitments. Other than the Zoom meeting the other night with traditional owners, nothing else to report.
Thank you. Councillor Stewart.
I don't have anything that I'd like to report at this stage, thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Stewart. Well, thanks, councillors, for your reports. I'll just table my report. I suppose this time of year, you could call it the AGM season, because it seems everyone seems to have their AGM and electing office bearers, but it's good in a way because you see getting around the Shire, the involvement right across the Shire. I know I had a plug before about the census and volunteerism, but it would be remiss of us not to acknowledge the work undertaken by our volunteers right across the Shire. wherever they go. They're an absolute credit to their communities and to themselves. And, you know, it's great to go to the AGMs and catch up and see what's going along, etc. I mean, without them, we would make it very, very difficult to run the Shire in any way, shape or form. So it's great to see that. So I'll table the rest of it, but looking forward to, I suppose, coming out of the winter period. So hopefully it becomes a little bit more cosy to go out at night. Moving along, other business, 9.1. 9.1, notices of motion. We don't have any notices of motion. 9.2, questions from councillors. Councillors, are there any questions? Councillor Jones.
Oh, I did that one, but I didn't write it down.
9.3, urgent business. No urgent business. 9.4, any other business. That brings section 10, meeting closed. So the meeting will close at around about, what's that? 7:27. Thank you, councillors. The next one will be in August. Yeah, which could, depending on lockdowns, other issues with the state government, etc. We want, as I say, lots of space. Thank you for your attendance tonight. Good evening.